students are trying to put their assignments in, and faculty are trying to grade their students' assignments. And so I just really want to thank you for taking this short moment to just take a breath together to celebrate our students' accomplishments together. A main purpose of the Honor School is to provide our high achieving, high ability, and highly motivated students at Monmouth University a living learning community that offers the guidance and support they need to take a deeper dive into their intellectual passions, to explore fields of study that expand those passions and connect them with like-minded students and faculty. And so this really is that breath. That's that moment that we can take together to celebrate the students who really exemplify the passion of through an intellectual journey. And normally we do this together in the Great Hall for our annual Senior Awards Dinner, where we recognize our graduating seniors and present our awards and join together over a wonderful meal. So you're just gonna have to pretend that behind me is this wonderful meal, but I really do appreciate you coming onto Zoom and joining with us. As we start our ceremony, it's my pleasure to introduce our first speaker, President Patrick Leahy. President Leahy arrived on campus nearly 2 years ago as a strong supporter of honors education, and we were really excited about that. He helped start the honors program in his previous institution, and as part of MU's personalized education, President Leahy has recognized the importance of creating spaces across campus that nurture our students' unique passions and offer our students the opportunity to challenge themselves, to own their education, to learn from their mistakes, and ultimately to succeed. So we are thankful to President Leahy for recognizing and supporting the Honor School as being one of those important spaces for our highly motivated, high ability, and high achieving students to challenge themselves, as well as those around them, and to help Monmouth University in general to grow. I also want to thank President Leahy for his leadership during this challenging time. He has made a lot of thoughtful decisions over the last year. He's worked collaboratively. He's created some transparent and open communication, and he has a student-first philosophy, I think, that has helped Monmouth weather the storm presented by the global pandemic. So beyond his support of honors education, I just really wanted to thank him for his leadership over this last year. It has been a really challenging time. And with that, President Leahy, I would like to welcome you to just give a few more remarks and welcome the community that's here and to support our students. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Dean Mezzi. What a nice introduction. In fact, I think your kind introduction might be longer than my remarks. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm so pleased to see not only my colleagues sprinkled among the boxes here, but most importantly, our superstar students and some of their family members. So nice to see all of you, even if we have to do this in a virtual fashion. My hope is that in a few weeks, you'll be joining us here on campus for our in-person graduation ceremonies, and I'll have a chance to greet all of you and congratulate all of you then. But I'm thrilled just to parachute in here for a few minutes and say a few words. First, let me repeat some of that kindness that Nancy just showed me, and thank you and the company of this august group. Nancy, thank you for your incredible leadership, not only of our honor school, but the ways in which you help make good decisions here for the benefit of all of our students at Monmouth. So my thanks to you. I see some of my other dean colleagues and faculty colleagues. The heart of the matter is what happens in the classroom at any educational institution, and this one among them. And my thanks to all of you who, I always say, dedicate the one life you have to live in service to our students. And so my thanks to you, faculty members and fellow administrators. Let me call out one of them in particular. I think she's going to get recognized in just a minute, but Sanjana Raghudaran is such a great colleague here at Monmouth. It surprises me in the least to see you this year, Nancy, recognizing her for her service to the honor school. So congratulations in advance. I hope that's public knowledge and I didn't just just announce something prematurely. So congratulations. But mostly let me congratulate you students for your incredible efforts. I mean, we'll recognize all of the students, as I mentioned at commencement, so proud of all of them. We'll recognize a subset of them as honors school graduates as well. Those of you who signed up for the honors program willfully signed up for a more intense academic experience, and you made your way all the way to this point. So I congratulate you for your persistence and for your excellent extra effort in the honors school. And then there's even a fewer of you who will recognize here in a few minutes with special awards. I'm so proud of all of you. My great lament is that through this unique year that we've had, that I did not get a chance to meet more of you and develop my own personal relationship with more of you. So that is my great lament during this pandemic, that so much of our interactions had to be this in this virtual way. But we hope that that will be changing here shortly. Let me just share with you one thought, and then I'm gonna stop and let Nancy get back to the program. But whenever we get to the end of an academic year, whenever we start thinking about commencement and we start thinking about recognizing students for their extra efforts through these awards, I always think of one of the great mentors in my life and the person whom I hold directly responsible for getting me into higher education. And that is the president of my undergraduate institution, whom I had the unbelievable privilege not only to take class with this person, but to get to know him outside the classroom. And he said something that I've never forgotten, and I repeat quite frequently. So my colleagues, please forgive me in advance for repeating this, but he said something that I think is timely whenever we get to the end of an academic season and we start headed to commencement. And this is what Tim Healy, professor of English and the president at Georgetown University, said. He said that the old teach and the young dream. And in that mystery comes a tomorrow that we who are older may never know, but will have helped to shape in the minds and hearts of our students. So I just want you students to know what a privilege it is for us to be involved in helping you develop those tomorrows that I hope will fill your life and make it as meaningful as you can imagine it. I wish you all the very best. I congratulate the award winners today, and I congratulate all of our honor students who have made it this far.
It helps to unmute. So thank you, President Leahy. I really appreciate you being with us this afternoon and sharing those words with our students. It is now my pleasure to introduce our first award winner, and this is not a secret, but it is an honor, the recipient of the Honor School Service Award. So the Honor School Service Award for Outstanding, the Honor School Award for Outstanding Service is presented annually to a Monmouth University employee whose contributions to the Honor School are instrumental to fulfilling our mission. And it is with great pleasure that the Honor School has selected Dr. Sanjana Raghudaran as this year's recipient. Dr. Raghudaran is an assistant professor in the School of Social Work, and you can read about her in the program. So what I want to do now is just take a few moments to say a few personal words as to why Sanjana is so deserving of this award. Prior to becoming Dean of the Honor School, Sanjana and I worked together on a community assessment project in Asbury Park, and it was a bit of a bear of a project. And I have to say how impressed I was with her commitment to working with students and community members with the express purpose of improving lives and educating. And as dean, I have had the pleasure now of working with Sanjana as a member of the Honors Council, which is a group of about 20 faculty members from across disciplines who advise the dean. And she, at one of the things that I'm particularly impressed at is at meetings in Monmouth in general, but particularly regarding the honor school, Sanjana asks really important questions, but she's not just somebody who pokes and asks questions, but she's a doer. So she asks important questions, but she's always willing to work to make the honor school and student experiences and Monmouth University in general a better place. So it's not just she's not someone who just comes and says, maybe we should do this, but you do it. She's somebody who says, maybe we should do this and let me help and let me think about this and let me lead. So she has worked tirelessly and selflessly to support our students. Sanjana does her work with a smile and a positive attitude that's infectious and uplifting. And I just want to quote author Sue Monk Kidd, who stated, one of the more powerful outbreaks of happiness and meaning in your life will occur when you pair your passion and the world's needs. The happiness and passion that Dr. Raghudaran brings to her commitment to support honor students and the honor school is the very reason why she is so deserving of this award. So please join me in congratulating her and welcome her to address our honor graduates now.
Thank you, everyone. I am truly, truly humbled by this award. First of all, Nancy, Vinny, you are my rock. When I first started at the Honors Council, I remember I used to email you and call you and say, Vinny, this is a really stupid question. I'm not sure if you really remember, Vinny. This is a really stupid question, Vinny, but can you help me out? So, just wanted to say, and Kate as well, the three of y'all have really made it such a pleasure for me to work, to learn and grow with the Honors Council. That really has helped me. I also would like to thank Dean Mama for, providing me the space and, the go ahead in working and dedicating my time and efforts towards the Honors Council. That has really been helpful, in paving my way and work with the council. And you're absolutely right, Nancy. I pair up my happiness with my passion and my work. That's totally me. And, as a migrant woman, right, there are not many spaces where we can go and work. And there are going to be injustices everywhere in the world. I've come to realize that, and I'm a fighter. So I decided to stay and fight. So if I see that something's not right, be it on campus or in the community, yes, I do raise the questions, but I realize that it'll be also nice to wet my feet and do the work as well. So, going from there, since I have the year of graduating honor students, I plead to you, get into good trouble. There is necessary trouble that we all need to continue to work towards. Yes, I'm using John Lewis's famous last words, good trouble, necessary trouble, get into it. There are so many things in the world today, too, that I can mention besides a pandemic that we are still experiencing. We have racism that, that we need to address. We are at a turning point here that we really need to address. And it takes everyone, not just people of color, but everybody needs to get into good travel and, activate the DNA in you, And the second thing that is really important as well is climate change. We all need to be in this together or nothing will happen. So since I have your year, honor students, you are leaders of our world, tomorrow's leaders. In fact, the minute you graduate, you are all leaders in your own way. So we look to you as well. Hopefully you are graduating with the tools that you need to carry you forward. And, we are looking to you now to carry this torch on and, activate yourselves, really. So thank you again, everyone, for listening. And I am truly humbled and honored. And I look forward to continue to working with Nancy and her team. So thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Raghudaran, and I can tell you absolutely that we all look forward to continue to work with you. And just thrilled. Also, thank Dean Mama for giving you that space and to sharing your work with us. So now I have the pleasure of introducing our first two student winners of the William P. Mitchell Award. The William Mitchell Award was inspired by the work and legacy of Dr. of Dr. Bill Mitchell, who was the founding head of the honors program and later a dean. So alumnus Terrence Bodak, who is here with us today, established and has generously supported this award. So I really want to thank Terrence for this, and I'm going to do that in just a second, but I want to tell you about what the award really recognizes. So the award recognizes superior graduates from the honor school for their contributions to the honor school. The senior students have to have a GPA that's at least a 3.5 in their major, and they have to have demonstrated active participation in the honor school through a variety of means. So I just want to say a few things about Terrence Bodak and Bill Mitchell as well. So Terrence, I have had the pleasure of working with you when you worked here in our office advancement. And I think we also at one point might have been co-advisors for what was then Ally, but I'm trying to dig back into my memory there. And you always impressed me, your passion always impressed me. And the fact that you have created this opportunity for our students and supported it really is quite remarkable. And so I wanna just thank you. And I think also, if I'm not mistaken, you started the honors, I think you were instrumental in helping to create the peer mentor program. So thank you for that as well. And so I just want to take a moment for all of us to recognize just your contributions to the honor school as well. And thank you for this, for creating this award. So just thank you for that. And if
Thank you, Nancy.
Yeah, absolutely. And I don't know if Bill Mitchell is with us today. He was going to be, but I'm not sure if he's here. But I do want to say a few things about Bill. So back in 2002, I interviewed for a position as an assistant professor of sociology at Monmouth University. And Bill Mitchell at the time was the interim dean of the School of Humanities and Social Sciences. And he in fact created the position that I was applying for. And he thankfully hired me. And I could go on and on about how important Bill Mitchell has been to Monmouth, to the honor school, and to countless students. But I'm just going to say that Bill has been and continues to be one of my most important mentors. And so I just wanted to publicly thank him for that. We are really fortunate to have him be such a good friend of the honor school. And I don't know if Bill is here. I don't think he is with us here today, but if he comes on, we'll spotlight him so you can all see him. So I want to introduce our two award winners for the William P. Mitchell Award for Excellent in Honors. And the first person is Melissa Loria, and Melissa is unable to be with us here today. I believe she is teaching. She was one of the first students I met when I became a dean, and she has served as a peer mentor for multiple years. She's been active in countless honor school events. And I have really enjoyed our discussions about Jack Kerouac's work, which was the focus of her honors thesis. She looked at his original work where he apparently, he didn't put any punctuation in. And so we had lots of conversations about that. And one of the things about Melissa is she just has a positive and welcoming attitude. She has the ability to ask important literary questions and present her findings beyond Monmouth's walls. And she has a desire to support others along her journey. And those are all reasons why we selected her for this award. So thank you, Melissa, for all that you've done for the honor school, and congratulations. And our second award winner is Noah Rotler-Gurley, and I believe they're here today with us. Is that correct? Is Noah in the
I am here.
Excellent. All right. I met Noah on our trip to Baltimore shortly after I became dean. And I have to say, Noah, I really enjoyed talking with you as well, particularly about feminist politics. And I thought for a moment that you might be a social science student, but indeed you are a computer science student. And so, but you have this vast interest that spans well beyond your own discipline. Noah's been an active peer mentor, has participated in external conferences, and was the driving force in pioneering a joint computer science and software engineering student project. So he and two other students, Kevin Pecci and Bradley, I was going to Akins, selected to do a group project for their honors capstone project. And so they always looking to challenge us here. And in their own quiet way, Noah has a welcoming personality, is a broad and deep thinker, and embodies the characteristics of an engaged and thoughtful honors student. So I just want to thank you, Noah, for and congratulate you in this award. Well deserved.
Thank you so much, Dean Mezzi. I'm really grateful
to receive this, and I feel so humbled. The honor school has been my home within a home at Monmouth for the past 4 years, and supported me, and I'll always be grateful. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. So now I want to recognize those who have won the Jane Freed Award for Best Thesis. The Jane Freed Award is the most competitive and prestigious award of the honor school, and it's granted to an honors student whose thesis was completed during the previous calendar year. And that the Honors Council, again, that group of 20 or so faculty members, deems to be the most outstanding. And I just want to pause for a moment and thank the Honors Council for reading through all of the theses and capstone projects that were eligible for this. This was not an easy task. In fact, it was a really daunting task. I just really can't thank you enough for the work that you do and that you've done for this honors thesis. So I just want to take a moment and just thank our Honors Council for doing the work that they do. It's really, really important. Through their deliberations, the Honors Council considers the following characteristics of an honors thesis: originality, depth and range of research, clarity of argument, and quality of presentation. And that means quality on the page, not necessarily presentation, the oral and the physical presentation that students do at the end, but the presentation of the thesis throughout. Jane Freed was a proud alumni of Monmouth University. She was an active member of the Honors Council, a supporter of both the Monmouth University field hockey team and the Honor School, and a friend of the university. She worked closely with Dr. Bill Mitchell, and she devoted her energies to what was then the honors program, now the honor school, helping to increase enrollment, improve physical facilities, and enhance the school overall. Although Jane Freed passed away in 2013, I really want to thank the Freed Foundation and Jane's daughter, Elizabeth Freed, for their continued support of the honor school. And I don't think that Elizabeth was able to join us today, but I do want to publicly thank her and the foundation. Really important work. So this year we have 3 finalists, 2 honorable mentions, and 1 winner of the Jane Freed Award for Best Thesis. So I'm going to, the finalists, I'm going to read off their names and tell you who their first and second readers are. These are their major mentors, and then we'll move from finalists to honorable mentions to the final winner. So Jessie Bragger, a biology major with a concentration in molecular cell physiology, and her first reader, Dr. Megan Pfeiffer-Rixey and Dr. Richard Bastian, is a second reader, conducted her thesis on differences in behavior among house mice from different cultures. And so congratulations, Jessie, on really an amazing job, and really want to congratulate you and your readers for just an amazing job on this work. Evan Gerelman, a chemistry major. And this is, I have to say, this is one of the things that I absolutely love about our students. So Jessie, I remember having conversations, I'm a vegan, and I remember having conversations with you about house mice and what we do with house mice in research, and still having to sign off on that, which was, took a little bit for me to do, but understand the importance of research. And Evan, you're a chemistry major, but your work was with first reader Dr. Joe Patton and Stephen Chapman, both political scientists. And one of the things that I just really enjoy working with honor students is how much you love to break down disciplinary walls. And Evan, your research is on the opioid crisis, treating opioid addiction and with opioids. Really amazing work. And I just want to say congratulations to you as well. And then Subha Soni, a biology major with a concentration in molecular cell physiology, normally known as MCP, whose first reader is Dr. Dorothy Lobo and second reader, Dr. James Mack, looked at the effects of kumquat essential oil on the proliferation and viability of cancer cell lines and normal human fibroblast cells. And one of the important reasons that we have all of our Honors Council members read is that I am a social scientist by training. And so while I can say the title of of your work, it's really hard for me to read much of the rest of it, the details. So you did a great job on the introduction so that I could read it, but it gets pretty chemistry-ish and biology-ish pretty quickly. So I want to say congratulations to you as well for really amazing work. So please join me in congratulating our 3 finalists in the work that they have done. And now for our honorable mention. We have two honorable mentions, the first honorable mention is Victoria Catalona, who's a political science major. Her first reader, Dr. Joe Patton, second reader, Dr. Stephen Chapman, did their work on creating citizens, civic education's role in encouraging youth voter turnout. Victoria is now in the Accelerated Master of Arts in Teaching program, and she works as a graduate assistant with the Institute of Global Understanding. And I just really need to do a shout out. She's just been awarded the 2021-2022 Fulbright in English teaching assistantship in the Czech Republic. And through this program, Victoria will teach English. And I think, if I'm correct, Victoria, that you are the first Monmouth University to receive a Fulbright. And we are just really proud of your work here at Monmouth University, both through the honor school and elsewhere. I invite you to say a few words if you want.
Sure, thank you so much. I've always treasured my time with the honor school at Monmouth University, and I'm very honored to receive this award. I was thrilled when I received the email so I could come to this ceremony today. And I really have to thank everyone who worked with me directly and indirectly on my thesis, especially with the quantitative analysis, which felt beyond my capacities at some times. But I was glad that I was able to do the thesis, and especially on a topic I really care about, which is civic education, and I get to apply it even now with my student teaching and definitely in my teaching career. So thank you.
Great. Congratulations, really
Thank you.
impressive. And our second honorable mention for the Fried Award goes to Roman Vai. Roman is a business marketing management and decision science student. He worked with Professor Jeffrey Christakos and Professor Maya Ferguson. And his work is titled Creating a Marketable Cost Structure for New York Television and Film Production. I can honestly say that I think I have seen, Roman, your presentation at least 4 times, as you have presented it in some form or another, in a variety of different places, and really impressed with the fact that you are willing to go out there and put your work out there in really public ways. Roman is truly a Renaissance person, a yoga teacher, a business major, a musician, an actor, and a thinker who really dreams big. So President Leahy, I think Roman fits right into what you were talking about, really dreams big and thinks out of the box. And I'm just really excited to see where your work goes. So I congratulate you. And I don't know, is Roman in the house?
No, he's not here.
You are, all right. So Roman, invite you, congratulations, and invite you to say a few words.
Roman's not.
He's not here.
No.
Okay, all right. Then I'm not going to invite him to say a few words. Although I'm sure he would. He's talking otherwise. All right. The winner of the Fried Award is James R. Watson III, a history and English major and a minor in race and ethnic studies. And Bill Nye said in 2019, everyone you'll ever meet knows something you don't. Everyone. Respect that knowledge and learn from others. It will bring out the best in them, and it will bring out the best in you. And I think Jimmy's work is testimony to Bill Nye's that sentiment, and just really moving beyond your own comfort zone and out of your comfort zone to really work. And obviously your work has been exciting and deep and broad, and I'm so excited that you are the winner of this award. So I'm going to invite his first reader, Hetty Williams, to recognize Jimmy for this award. The Rose That Grew from Harlem, Tracking the Pessimism Within 20th Century African-American Protest Literature.
So I'm honored to be able to say a few words about Jimmy and his important thesis, to give you an idea of how superior his work really is. He did his work on Afro-pessimism, and the idea of Afro-pessimism has certainly been around for a while, especially in literary theory. Sadea Hartman, Hortense Spiller, and various scholars have taken a look at this idea. But the definitive work on Afro-pessimism, I would say, is Frank B. Wilderson's work that was just published. So when Jimmy came to me and said, this is what I want to do, I want to work on this. First, Jimmy wanted to do like 3 or 4 books. And I said, Jimmy, this is big. And so we got it down to a few texts, and became more manageable a subject matter. but the history of the idea of pessimism, including Afro-pessimism, and the notion that Blackness is fundamentally the idea of the human and Blackness in terms of how it's constructed in the West are diametrically opposed. And it is a very deep thesis, I think. And I think for this, to tell you a little bit more about Jimmy, Jimmy is not only an excellent student, but he's also an athlete. And he's a double major in English and history, two writing intensive majors. And so I think it tells us something about who he is as a student. I would even place him in the category of scholar because he's also a published writer on topics related to race. So Jimmy, took on a subject matter that is controversial at a predominantly white institution, in which many of perhaps its professors surrounding him are not as aware of the notion of Afro-pessimism. So Jimmy, in effect, took on a doctoral thesis here at Monmouth. And he really I think pulled off the task very well, and I'm happy to have known him as my student.
Thank you so much, Dr. Williams. I think the Honors Council actually would agree that he took on something that was really, really impressive. So Jimmy, congratulations, and I invite you to say a few words.
Thank you, Dean Mezzi. Thank you, Dr. Williams. Not one for speeches, if you ask my teammates. So I'll obviously keep it pretty short. But just want to thank everybody who was involved. Dean Mezzi, Kate Reaney, Dr. Williams, Dr. Fury, who's not here. He was my second reader in the English department. Really excited and blessed to receive this award. 4 years ago, when I came in as just a freshman who from Chicago, who kind of saw Jersey on the map, but definitely was coming to an area that I didn't know a ton about as a growing adult. I didn't know what the Jane Freed Award was. I had no idea what a thesis was, and even in writing it, never could have expected to be honored with something so great. So thank you very much, and also just thank you to everyone else not involved in the university who helped me along the way. I think my mom's on here. She might have proofread 1 or 2 pages. So always appreciate that. But yeah, just in terms of the project, I think the main thing that everyone can learn from a capstone project like this is the comfort zone is where you learn. And I think that's something that I learned the most out of this project is to put it bluntly, as a white kid from suburban Chicago, race and ethnicity and the topics of Afro-pessimism were not something that I was necessarily privy to. And about 2 years ago, when I came to Dr. Williams with this idea, this was before all of the social change that's kind of swept through the country over the last year. And in a sense, I'm very lucky that it was an area of the world and of society that I was able to kind of unpack and look at. And it was just an awesome opportunity to be able to work with Dr. Williams and Dr. Fury and everybody at the honor school. So in looking at this, honor, I wouldn't be where I am without Dr. Williams and Dr. Fury. So I think a lot of the honor should go to them for sure. But thank you very much.
I would agree, and it is our faculty members who lead the way in so much of this. Jimmy, you were in the early class, and I think you heard me. How many times did you hear me say, I'm just making this up, right? When you get to work with your first reader and your second reader, they'll be able to really tell you what to do. So I am glad that they actually were able to really guide you and mentor you. And I'm not at all surprised you're working with some of our absolutely amazing best faculty. So, and we have so many amazing faculty here at Monmouth University. So we are very, very fortunate. So it is, now that we move to the last part of our ceremony, Eli Wiesel said once that learning is a passion that must not diminish with years. And our graduating students have heard me say many times that the work that they do must start with passion. I know that the work that they have achieved through the Honor School has been embedded in their intellectual passions. And as I have the pleasure of introducing our fall 2020 and our spring 2021 Honor School graduates, I hope for all of you that what you take from your time, both through the honor school and through Monmouth University in general, is a lifelong passion for learning and the ability to understand how to draw on your own passion to expand your learning throughout your life. And so now I honor our fall 2020 and spring 2021 honor school graduates, and I'm going to read them slowly enough so that Kate can spotlight them. Bradley Aiken. Bradley here?
He is here. He doesn't have his
Yep.
camera on.
Oh, okay. So you
I
can't.
think it's on now.
Okay, thank
All
you.
right, we'll give this a try.
There we go.
Here we go.
Thank you,
Felicia.
everybody.
Yeah, Felicia Ashatino. Congratulations. Jesse Bragger. Kelsey Church.
Give me a sec.
Jasmine Cooper.
Hold on.
It's all right. You can consider the time to spotlight someone the same time it would take them to get out of their seat, walk up to the podium, right? Jasmine Cooper, Tyler Gordon. Jasmine, congratulations. Tyler Gordon. Grace Hammer,
No, she's not here.
not here. All right. We still say congratulations. Catherine Harvey,
Not here.
Sane Hernandez,
Sane
Sane Hernandez Burgos, sorry.
Yeah, no.
London Jones. Tyler, you just get to hang out there for a minute. Brooke
I
Camp.
know. I feel like I'm getting extra time.
You are. Extra
Soak
special,
it
you
in.
get extra special, you get extra time.
Yeah, why not? Might as well soak it in.
Yep. Brooke Camp, is Brooke here?
No. But Mariah is.
Mariah Laster, Mariah is in the house. Excellent.
Yeah. Woohoo!
Congratulations, Mariah.
Thank you.
Megan Leffler.
She doesn't have her camera on.
All right.
Yes, now she does. There's Megan. There she is.
Congratulations, Megan. Brianna Miller.
Not there.
Okay. Nicholas Pillarella.
Yes, he's here.
And I just went out of order, so I'll go backwards now.
Okay.
Congratulations, Nick. Michelle Nisnevitz.
Not here.
Mackenzie Rika, who is physically in Hawaii right now, so who knows what time it is there.
Yeah.
Catherine Rivera.
No, but we're gonna get Noah.
All right, we know Noah's here. All right, Noah Rotler-Gurley. There you are. Excellent. Congratulations, Noah. Sarah Schwab.
She's here. I thought she was here. Yes, she's here.
Yeah, yeah.
Now that's Rich Veit.
Sorry, hold on.
Stunning as he may be. Congratulations, Dr. Veit.
Oh, where did you go, Sarah?
Rich is hogging the spotlight again.
Yeah.
So
There
much
she is.
better.
Right.
Okay.
Suba Soni. Congratulations again. Emma Sitsema.
She's not here.
Okay. Emily Tucker
Is not here.
and Jimmy Watson.
Here we go.
One last time to say congratulations.
Yay.
Excellent. And while you're sitting in the spotlight, there are a few other people who we knew were not going to be here. So Brittany Bobowski, Will Cook Wharton, Catherine Harvey, Isabella Hazur, Melissa Loria, Kevin Pecci, Christiana Popo, Skylar Rathvon, Kayla Tortorelli, and Alyssa Villa. So I just please join me in congratulating all of our graduate students.
Oh, hold on a second. Kevin is here, so can we?
Yeah, absolutely. Spotlight him.
Yeah, because I just saw him. So
there he is. Congratulations, Kevin.
There you go.
All right. It's better than having to walk up to the podium. I do want to say before we close, nationwide, about 50% of students who begin in an honors program or school finish. And Monmouth University is right about that mark. And that's because there's a point at which honors students say, I'm not sure I really want to finish. And so the group that you see before you that are graduating today really have, as President Leahy said, really have accepted the challenge to have an enhanced learning experience, to really own your education and to do the work. And so you really are among, to be graduating college at all is among a very elite top group. To be graduating from an honors program or an honors school is really, I don't know what the number is. I didn't get my stats, I apologize, but I will for next year. But it really is quite an accomplishment. So just another round of applause for all of you and for the faculty members who helped you along the way. Really appreciate that. So I do want to thank you all for attending today's ceremony. And I do want to reiterate President Leahy's invitation to join us on our live campus for the university's commencement ceremonies. And I think I put a link to that in the chat. And if not, I can put it up again. So again, congratulations to our graduates, your families who have supported and helped you along the way, your professors, and all of those who have supported you in this journey. I do ask that you stay in touch, that you join the Hawk Network, that you connect to our social media, that you come to our alumni events. And I want to wish you all the best of luck in your future endeavors. Remember, your Monmouth University community is always here to support you as you move forward. So just because you're graduating from Monmouth University does not mean that you have lost. In fact, you maintain this community as you move forward, and we all really here to support you as you go on. So please stay in touch. I would say that the easiest person to stay in touch with is Rini. Just get on her Facebook page. She will text me all the time and say, this is a Monmouth grad, this is a Monmouth grad. So do that. But again, thank you to the parents for entrusting your children to us and your families. Thank you to our professors, and congratulations to our students. Really, kudos. Thank you. And this is where we would start eating good food, but
yeah,
not able to do that today.
Congratulations, everybody.
Yep.